Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Leah. I'm the executive chef up at Flays Bar American, right upstairs. If you turn around, you'll see the beautiful restaurant behind you. In the wings, this is my beautiful sous chef, Woody. We're gonna call him for today. We're here to teach you guys how to make crab cakes with poached eggs and a Tarragon Hollandaise sauce. We serve it every Sunday at our restaurant. It's one of our most popular items on the menu for brunch. And hopefully we can teach you guys something or maybe entice you to come and try it one Sunday morning or afternoon. So to start, we're going to make our base for our crab cakes. And basically what it is, it's like an aioli. So you could make this and it could be multifunctional. You could use it to top your burgers with, you could use it to dip your fries in. Today we're going to use it as a binder and a flavoring agent for our crab cakes. So we're going to start with about 2 cups of mayonnaise. Give it a little whisk to kind of smooth it out a little bit. I don't know if you guys are, anybody familiar with Bobby Flay? Yeah? Yeah, over there? Yes, okay, good. We like that. Bobby Flay is the spokesman for Hellman's mayonnaise, so that's the only one we use in the restaurant. The best, we love it.
I like Flays.
Do you? Don't tell Bobby. We got a craft man in the house. We're going to next add some piquillo pepper puree, which is basically like a roasted red pepper, except it's from Spain. It has a little bit more of a tang to it, which will work nicely with our sauce. So it'll be a little spicy, a little sweet from the peppers, and a little as well. So you have a nice balance of flavors. I added about 3/4 of a cup of our piquillo pepper puree to this. And as you can see, we have a nice bright color going on. Now we're going to add a little bit of chili de árbol powder, which is a spicier version of cayenne. Now, if you like it spicier, you can add more. If you don't like it spicy at all, you don't have to add it. I think it adds a nice layer of flavor, so I'm going to add just a touch. Although I'm not a spice fanatic, so I don't want to get crazy with it. Next, we're going to add some horseradish. Again, it has a little bit of spice to it, so if you don't like too much spice, don't add too much. I'm going to add about a tablespoon and about a tablespoon of sauteed garlic. We just sauteed it in some oil upstairs at the restaurant. Anybody have any questions so far? No? Good. You're a livelier bunch than I had this morning, so I'm excited about that. We're going to season it with some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to taste it to make sure that everything is right. There's enough heat and enough sweet and enough tang. That's why at the restaurant we taste everything every day, so it's very hard trying to get into bikini season this year for me because everything's so good, and I have to go back for a second and third and fourth and fifth taste. Sometimes I finish the whole thing. All right, that's delicious. Now, we're going to get another bowl, and we're going to start mixing our crab cakes. At the restaurant, we use blue crab from Maryland. We use jumbo lumps, so you have these massive little white sweet nuggets of crab meat. That's about a ½ pound there. Crab meat is super expensive. This is about $26 a pound right now. If you're making it at home, I say cut it with some claw meat, which is a fraction of the cost. If you want to get regular lump instead of jumbo lump, that's also a good idea. If you want to buy crab cakes, I won't tell anybody. All right? We're going to add some of our crab cake base right on top of the crab meat, just to moisten it up and kind of hold it together. We'll add some scallions for a mild onion flavor and a nice color. We're going to season our crab meat again. Always have to make sure you layer the flavors. A little salt and pepper. And I'm just going to start to mix this. Make sure we really coat the crab meat and that aioli that we made. You want to make sure that it has enough sauce, because when we add our panko breadcrumbs, that's really going to hold it together. But you don't want to add too much, because if you do, it'll be very crumbly and flaky. It'll fall apart when you cook it. If you don't add enough, it'll be mushy and it'll melt in your pan. So I'm going to start with about 1/4 cup of panko. And just fold that in very gently, because you don't want to break up those big nuggets. I have to say, one of the best things about our crab cakes up at the restaurant, Bar American, is that it's all crab. There's no filler here. It's not like that other joint down the street where you get a piece of breadcrumbs, you know? Alright, so what I do, I would let this sit for about 20-30 minutes to have the panko absorb all the moisture from the aioli that we added in. And then I would start to form them into cakes. And you can tell by how much mayonnaise is left on your hand. You just want a slight layer. You know that you're perfect. But we're going to pretend that 20 minutes elapsed already. And we magically have our crab cakes done. Voila. That's the magical Woody right there. Alright, now, can you start searing our crab cakes for us? Woody's going to start searing the crab cakes. After he gets those in the pan, he's going to start on our poached eggs. I'll just give you a quick little demo on the poached eggs. What you would want to do at home is have a pot that's simmering. For about 2 quarts of water, you'd want to put about a cup of white vinegar. The white vinegar is really going to hold that egg together so that it doesn't leach out all over the water, and it's going to make a nice little shape to put on top of our crab cakes. So you would crack 1 egg at a time in a ramekin or a bowl, whatever you got at home, a cup, a mug, your hand, whatever. Make sure there's no shells in it, and then just drop it right into the water. So Woody's going to work on the eggs, and he's going to... Any questions so far? Am I doing a good job? Is anybody excited? Everybody wants Bobby to show up. You never know. I'm not going to make any promises though. Alright. Here I have just a pot of water simmering, okay? This is going to be our Hollandaise sauce. Now, Hollandaise seems really hard to make. Very labor intensive. It's not. I'm going to show you how easy it is. It's going to take about 8 minutes. We're going to start with about 4 egg yolks. Put them right into our bowl. I have some lemon juice here. I'm going to start with about 2 tablespoons. The lemon juice will be a nice acid to cut all the fat that's in the Hollandaise sauce. Hollandaise, poached eggs, and crab cakes are like 3 of my favorite things in life. You can't go wrong. About a tablespoon of Frank's hot sauce. If you have Tabasco, that works well too. And I'm going to season this with some salt and some pepper. And we're just going to start whisking away. Now, what we're doing here, folks, so that we're not serving raw egg, we want to keep whisking them until they become a pale yellow color and a little bit fluffy, and then we'll start adding in our clarified butter. Clarified butter, all that is butter that has the milk solids removed. So you just put a pound of butter in a pot, a stick of butter, and let it go very low. You'll see all the white foam rise to the top, and it'll eventually disappear, and then you'll have your clarified butter. I don't know if they sell, do they sell that in supermarkets now? Can you buy that? Anybody? Anybody? No, maybe? All right. Clarified butter, yeah. No? I don't know either. They should start. We could start it. I do too, but it's very good to make a Hollandaise sauce with clarified butter. Hate that. Of course you do. That's the good part. Alright, so we're just going to keep whisking away here. Anyone have any questions?
How long does it take to poach the egg?
How long does it take to poach the egg? That's a great question. Thank you. Takes about 3-4 minutes if you like a runny yolk, which who doesn't like a runny yolk? I know, I love it. It's sexy if you ask me. If you like it about medium, I'd say 6 minutes. If you like a hard egg with a solid yolk, I say about 8 minutes for that. How's the eggs looking, Wood? Just about done. Anybody else? Yes. We do put vinegar in the water before we boil it. What are you drinking? How come you didn't bring us 2 glasses? No, I'm just joking. I'll get fired. Alright, so if you have someone who you live with, a spouse, a daughter, a son, I don't know, your friend, your best friend, doesn't matter, your mother, your father, Father's Day is coming up. At this point, your arm's getting a little tired. I'd say switch out to another person, tag team. And then you tag somebody in and they start whisking. I'd say they can go, yeah, you want to come up? No, no, it's okay. You can see though, egg yolks, how thick they've gotten, right? You guys can see it forms almost a ribbon in the bowl. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're gonna pull it off. I'm just gonna get a damp towel and put it right underneath my bowl so it doesn't move around while I'm whisking. And I'm also gonna add in about 2 ounces of our water into the egg yolks, just to thin them out, because when we start to add the clarified butter, it's going to start to get very thick on us and become very hard to whisk. You want to just keep moving it so over the heat so you don't scramble the egg yolks, okay? Okay, I love it. Wow, it's very interactive. Okay, so we're going to slowly start to add in a stream of our clarified butter. For the 4 egg yolks that we started with, I would say about a quart of butter will do. Like I said, just keep moving. Ladies, put your men to work, have them get in here, make a nice little breakfast. You can make this for them for Father's Day. As you can see, again, it's starting to thicken up just a little bit. We want to make sure that we keep that nice, satiny, beautiful texture. So I'm going to add just a little bit more hot water, just to thin it out a little bit. Again, you don't want to scramble your eggs, so just keep it moving. We're about halfway there right now. The key to this is just keep on whisking, because if you add the butter too fast and you're not whisking enough, it's going to break on you, and then you're only going to have crabcakes and poached eggs and no Hollandaise sauce. About a quart. A quart for 4 egg yolks. So good. Sometimes I just want to no.
Fat-free, right?
Yeah. So perfect for bikini season. Listen, everything in moderation, that's what I said. Alright. So we're just at the last bit here. And I'm going to give it a taste. Make sure that our acid to fat level is nice and balanced. Could use just another zip of lemon and another zing with the hot sauce. We're going to add a little bit more salt and some pepper. And I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of chopped tarragon in there. Alright, how hard was that? Yeah, you think? Not too bad.
The mustard, the package, microwave it.
I won't tell anybody. Or you could just come to our American, we can make it for you.
When's Bobby going to be here?
When is Bobby going to be here? That's a good question. I don't know how that man is only one person. He's everywhere. He's all over the place. Alright, so at the restaurant we serve this with a little bit of mesclun greens with a red wine vinaigrette. We serve 2 of them at the restaurant. We're just going to plate it up here. Nice little presentation for Father's Day. Put your poached eggs right on top of the crab cakes. And then just smother them in that Tarragon Hollandaise sauce. You want to get fancy at home? Couple parsley sprigs, never hurt anybody. And it's very easy. Just throw a couple of rounds, freestyle, and you're all set. You got breakfast. Yay! Anyone have any questions? Anyone ever eat at Bar American before? Yeah. Yes? Yay! How do you guys like it? Good? You gonna come back and visit soon? Alright, great. Best French onion soup. High five. Come give me one. Yeah, that's right. I love it. Alright, well you guys have a nice evening. Happy Diva Day, Diva Nights. I wear my best outfit. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.